just a little guy, but man, can he fight the #1 ranked flyweight contender. This division has really appealed to the fans over the last several years, and this man has made himself undeniable, gets his first title shot in the UFC today.
You know, John, these guys are small, but I believe that is one of the most skilled divisions in the entire UFC, and this gentleman has really separated himself from the pack. He has done everything necessary to put himself right on the verge of doing something special. He believes that he's going to get it done tonight. Every part of him believes that he's the best. Now he has to go out and show it.
No man should weigh 125 pounds. I mean, let's be honest, but that is a package of skill and will and grit that looks a whole lot like a future champion. All right, folks, doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion making the walk for his latest title defense, and there's a lot of reasons we're sold out tonight, chief among them the presence of one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
He's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and he's also one of the greatest flyweights we have ever seen. This guy can do everything inside the octagon. It feels like he was made to be a UFC fighter, from his preparation to his media appearances, to the way that he speaks about himself as the champion. This guy just has it, and that it will carry him to another title defense.
Some people suggested maybe there was an injury coming in, but he certainly muted that noise in our fighter meeting. He says it is all systems go for another title defense tonight. All right, let's get you the tail of the tape for this Flyweight Championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, UFC Formiga. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. As good a combination of speed and technique as there is in the lower weight classes, Demetrius Johnson back at it here tonight. And when you have as many weapons as this guy does, very difficult for the opposition to try to game plan and figure out what's coming back your way. Demetrius Johnson looking to get off to another fast start tonight.
Nice sub attempt.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Johnson.
Big ground and pound.
Good work from the top here by Formiga.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Oh, right into mount. Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Oh, somehow, some way you got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he
Formiga's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Side control now.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly. He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's gonna get stopped.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, take a seat, bro. Breathe. Get some water. Perfect. How do you feel? Awesome. Your cardio is great, dude. Keep that pressure.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, round two. And a nice left hand there on the inside. Beautiful land downstairs with the kick. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Johnson. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Formiga's in half guard. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by an ever-improving Juicy A Formiga. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, lands a hip toss to get him down. That can't feel good. Close guard. Johnson's in half guard. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by DJ. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Scramble and go! Scramble and go! Come on.
Beautiful transition.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, here we go with our next round, and really shades of the Diaz brothers in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy, just a lot of efficiency on the feet.
Very, very efficient. Good round in the sense that he did not throw everything with absolute power, but he was touching the entire time. Then every now and again, he would set down with a strike that was really damaging his opponent.
And there's the single leg.
Oh, nice.
Johnson's in half guard now. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Fighter trying to pass here. Ooh, but gets denied.
Oh, Kimura tag. Yup.
Oh, real good submission attempt now. That one looks tight.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly. Oh, into the mouth.
3 minutes to go in round 3.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Formiga. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by an ever-improving Juicy A Formiga. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Got that submission locked up very tight. Oh, that's in, that's in.
Good work, guys.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent, then back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
absolutely
table.
did, John. You know I love popcorn.
Take a seat, bud. Relax, breathe, slow it down. Slow the heart rate down. You with me? Okay, listen. I need you to stay relaxed.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, here is round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Inside leg kick is there. Formiga's left calf really starting to show signs of bruising now.
Oh, nice single, yes. Trying to recover full guard there.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by an ever-improving Juicy A. Formiga.
Getting him on here.
Johnson's in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really advanced now. Looks like he's going to get a finish. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Just over 2 minutes to go. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. Nicely done. Formiga's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
Oh!
All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flipping him through. Great move. We love the big move. They're very excited.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
All right, take a seat. Relaxa. Respira. Look, you're being overly aggressive right now, okay? You're being way too hyper on this fight. I need you to calm down.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. There's that patented single. Formiga's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. That was a slick transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Formiga.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Nice positional control here. Three minutes now to go in this one. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down.
Formiga's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Attacking all guard.
Oh, great submission defense. Johnson's in half guard. All right, side control now.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so will it be and still or and new? As competitive a title fight as we've had in recent memory. Slight lean for me to the champion, but I could see it going either way.
And still, J.A., and still. Because in those key moments, in those big spots, the champion was the one that led the engagements. The champion was the one that led the dance. And I think that's enough to keep the belt around his waist.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 49-45 for Miga. Judge 2 scores it 49-46 Johnson. And Judge 3 scores it 48-47 for the winner by split decision. And still the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
All right, so more of the same here in this UFC Flyweight division as Demetrius Johnson gets his hand raised yet again, and you can't help but wonder what kind of fighter and what kind of championship effort is it going to take to dethrone the as-yet only UFC Flyweight champion. The celebration is on for DJ and Matt Hume, and rightfully so. Another big moment for that killer 1-2 punch here tonight.